Information warfare is real. It has been there pre-internet.
Yeah, pre-internet.
Amplified now.
Oo, amplified now. And it's viral. And people, it depends on how you coach your headings, your post. And when there are certain keywords that were used, people would just gravitate and, share it. A perfect example is Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. He has been, di ba, ang sabi, nagdi-direct selling.
Live stream.
Because he would always go FB Live. But people do not understand that because of the uniqueness of Facebook or Meta, you get to address more audience than what probably how many people are watching today. He had in one Facebook Live 15 million viewers. And that's and that's like very, 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 very organic. The reach was really sustainable because of the frequency that he did, and people are getting into information that they think is ito papaniwalaan ko. So it's a factor of trust. Vis-a-vis guardians like media, they'd say,
we're no longer the gatekeepers. We are no longer the gatekeeper.
No longer the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper is the viewer.
Well, it's
so
the
if the viewer says, I don't like you, I transferred, then I see Alan Peter Kaya, and you see the number of followers and viewers. Again, sa politiko, iba ang followers, iba ang viewers. They would usually lump them
together.
And somebody would say, I want 1 million followers. Why do you need that? It's not a conversion tool. But it is certainly a one channel direct to your audience messaging.
And so we know, all the politicians know, that is the way to go to get to the voters.
If you are articulate.
Ano yung, at this early, are you already seeing campaigning?
Inauthentic? Yes. Impeachment? There's inauthentic. There's troll. There's the messaging are always the same. So you have to be wary about that because to a certain degree, it's a play of who do you trust and what evidence would you accept as evidence.
Alam mo yung who do you trust is such a loaded question.
And relative question.
Who do we trust?
When you look at the mainstream media trust rating, the Philippines is like 28.
I know.
So,
but that's due to, social media is one. That's due to hyper-partisan activities as well.
No, but in that report, I think si Vera nag-publish, or one of the people published, there were two stats that I saw interesting. In the same period na bumaba yung trust in news, tumaas yung usage of social. So that's where our group came in naman na, hey, parang, I think, certainly propaganda, fake news, been around for a while. Pero more and more, there's a huge technology component that parang people don't realize. No? What you see on the feed, you automatically believed it to be true or false, depending on who's saying it, but not realizing that there's really some mechanism happening there behind the scenes.
Give me a sense of how big this market is.
How big?
Influencers, troll farms.
Cell phone is universal now in the Philippines. And when you go to BARM, cell phone is 80%. It's 80%. The remaining 20% they don't own it. But what is their source of news?
Cell phone.
Social media.
Social media.
Kasi wala namang internet masyado. So nandun sa cellular pumapasok.
Tapos yung behavioral, kung wala kang cellphone, saan mo nakukuha? Pupunta kami sa plaza, malapit sa munisipyo, kasi may internet.
May wifi doon.
So pag sa plaza, makikita mo gabi na, may mga bata pang nasa plaza. Anong ginagawa nyo?
Nagsa-cellphone.
Nagti-TikTok. You see them, it's out there. Yeah?
TikTok.
It's hard to actually size like a dollar value. So the way we would attack it, at least in the paper, is look at what's at stake.
Democracy is at stake.
Of course, democracy, high level. But there are government assets that are bought and sold. There are government businesses that are bought and sold. Or it started out as government and then it gets privatized. So you cannot also remove the financial component. That's why we were also saying, certainly you do your fact checking, and I'll have something to say about that also. But don't forget the money flow. There is a money flow.
You don't believe in fact-checking?
Okay, that's a good, let's nuance that. You do it as part of your job, let's say as a journalist. But I think we cross a line when we turn it into a law. What do you mean? If you'll have a state-sponsored fact-checker,
Oh yeah, no.
end of
Yeah.
story na. And also the other thing is, and I know many journalists kind of raise their eyebrows at me on this. One person's fact is another person's propaganda. If you go online, the metas, the Twitters, they have no way of determining what is true or false. Just what trends and doesn't trend. So depending on which part of the partisan spectrum you sit, you're either the fact checker or a purveyor of propaganda. So, but again, don't stop doing that. But really what's under the scenes is the amplification.
Yeah.
Which no one actually talks about. No one talks about that. In fact, here is another uncomfortable truth. Freedom of expression, still in the Constitution, protects you even if you say a lie. Like you make a joke. Hindi ka ikukulong dapat for saying...
not if you libel someone.
Libel is the limit, and then hate speech. But short of that, sky is red. You wanna go to jail for that? Hindi, diba? But when you add amplification into the picture, and one message is getting boosted while the rest is not, yun na yun. I think that's where it gets twisted. I would say more than 9 out of 10 times, probably 95% of the time, when you see something that is false, it's probably also being amplified either by trolls or influencers. And that's what makes this, it's information operations, they call it sa military. It makes it harder to tell what's really true or false. You're just going with your dopamine.
Okay.
Na-excite ako dito, I'll like it or like share
preying
it.
on your emotions talaga.
Correct.
Okay, last question. I feel like I'm worried because I feel like I know the answer to this already. How many of our politicians today take advantage of this?
I think all of them.
I would also agree. Safe to
all
say
of them take advantage of
it's part of
Because
your
it's
political
free,
toolkit.
you want to reach more people, depending on your messaging, you know.
So sila yung may mga troll farms,
No, but
sila yung
even,
mga
but even
influencers.
there, you know, you will see, yung medyo konti ang pera, hindi kaya mag-boost.
Oh.
Yung kayang mag-flood, they will boost and boost kahit hindi organic, kahit smiley na lang yung reaction ng tao. You know, there are ways of checking, nagustuhan ba ng tao?
Oh. Sa
When
analytics
you close
yan.
the comment box,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what does that do?
It's artificial. Yeah.
Diba? When all the comments are all smiley or all sad,
Or haha.
right? Diba? What does that mean? So, it's, you know, the social media, all the platforms are very good for quick survey, unscientific, quick focus group discussion. It's free, but they don't use it that way. They just want to boost, and they have this fixed notion that, what? Did I reach how many? 15 million? Oh, that's votes. They are not votes because it is not a conversion platform.
But it
Monetized?
does,
Yes.
but it does keep you top of mind.
Depends.
Good or bad, diba?
Depends. If
Oh.
you're the joke of town, yes.
Top of mind ka rin.
Top of mind ka pa rin.
Oh, pero pag yung mga reputational damages, it's very hard to control it because it's so fast.
Yeah.
Maybe a quick rejoinder on that. It's safe to say everyone who wants to be known, whether celebrity or politician, will use this.
Ito na yung-
Because kulang din yung legal framework.
Ito na